Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you're audible Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
So wonderful. Welcome back to this session on importance of devotional service. So we'll begin with the prayer. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Yam pravachantam anupetam apeta dvaipayano virahakatara ahujava putreti tanmayataya taravo bineduhu tam sarvabhutam mrudimunamanatosmi yasvanubhavam akhila shrutisaramekam adhyatmadipam atititirshatam tamondam samsarinam karunayaha purana guhyam tam vyasasonam upayami guru muninam मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्. So, welcome back for this session on importance of devotional service. I really appreciate the devotees who have joined now in the beginning. We are very eager to hear the nectarian pastimes of Krishna. By seeing all of you, I'm also getting enthused. Thank you so much for joining. So, today we'll continue. So, last week we had a wonderful discussion. So, today we'll more concentrate on something very important, that how does Krishna reciprocate with our service? Because anything in this material world, we are all fruity minded. Unless until you get some benefit out of it, we don't take challenges or any effort to do that work. So unless until you get some benefit out of it, then we put our mind into it. But here in devotional service, how does Krishna reciprocate in our service? It's very important, we have to understand. For that, Krishna in Bhagavad Gita beautifully explains in this verse, that such a beautiful verse, 4.11, Eyatamam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamiham mama vartamanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvashaha. So here Krishna is saying that as you surrender on to Krishna, so shall you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded. Eyatamam prapadyante tam stataiva. Accordingly, you will be rewarded or given. So this verse in Bhagavad Gita is an assurance to the devotees that they don't have to get worried about their devotional efforts. Even if, so please all of you, very importantly, please memorize these words. So after you die, we all die. If Yamadutas take us to hell, then we can quote this verse. Quote this verse and get saved, because you have done some devotional service here. By chance, Chitragupta has not taken your devotional service into account. Krishna is there in heart. Definitely, he will take that all this into account. Krishna will protect. Vishnu Dutas will come and will leave our body. But nevertheless, so I should be prepared. So please memorize this verse 4.11. So this verse is an assurance to the devotees that they don't have that devotees don't have to get worried about their devotional efforts. It will never go in vain. So this is a verse which eliminates all our fears, all our insecurities, but it affirms a fairness in our devotional interaction. There's a fairness. There is no unfair, but it is a fairness in our devotional interaction with Krishna. So this verse is wonderful verse which encourages the devotees to simply surrender in whatever way we can with faith and with trust in Krishna's love. And definitely Krishna would respond through his love to us. So every is very much important. We have to understand that every sincere effort, we will receive an appropriate reward. This is sure. Just like Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharmam parityajya mam ekam shana vraja. So we'll go into the more details of this, but keep in mind that this verse is a wonderful verse which assures a devotee that he doesn't have to be worried. He doesn't have to be in fear or insecure that what will happen to me. I'm doing all this devotional service freely. Freely I'm doing. And what will happen to me? Will I be fairly rewarded? Yes, definitely, appropriately and freely you will be rewarded. So that we will discuss more today here. So Krishna here is revealing very important principle, essential principle is a principle of reciprocation. Just like there's a law, there's a lot of principled life. We say principled life. So similarly, we should be having a lot of principles, a set of laws, set of codes, set of regulations, so that we can upgrade or uplift our consciousness. So here in this verse 4.11, Yetama prapadyante. So this verse is a wonderful verse which is revealing an essential principle of reciprocation. Krishna reciprocates to your devotional efforts. It will not go in vain. It is tested and proven. So here there's a law of reciprocation. Let's understand like this. There's a law. There's a law. Krishna has made a law, just like our constitution. So our whole the code system it is based on the Constitution of India. So law of reciprocation. So does it mean that Lord will only reciprocate to the type of things you give the same you will receive? Mean to say, just like Ye tama prapadyante tam satyo bhajayam. It's like Krishna is what he's saying in Bhagavad Gita, and especially 9.22, Krishna is saying, Patram pushpam palam thoyam yo me bhakta prayachati tadaham uparatam asnami prayatatmanaha. Isn't it? So Krishna is saying, Patram pushpam palam thoyam. Is it, I'm asking question to all of you, that is it Krishna is asking these things, Patram pushpam talam palam thoyam, that Krishna will only reciprocate the type of things you give, the same you will receive. Is it that? Just like to give you an example, Krishna is saying Patram. So Patram, I will take all the leaves and offer to Krishna. Or Tulsi, I will offer to Krishna. Oh, Krishna will give back what Tulsi 100 times, 1,000 times. I am not an animal to eat leaves, Krishna. Or Patram Pushpam, Pulam. Pushpam, oh, you give some flowers to Krishna. Oh, Krishna will give back flowers to you 100-fold. You give 1 kg of flowers offered to Krishna. Oh, Krishna and my Kamalata and my Vasudeva and my Yudu Archana. And Krishna will give flowers to you 100 kgs. He will give flowers to you. Then florist will be happy. We can make money. I'm not the florist, Krishna. Oh, Patram Pushpam Phalam. Oh, Phalam, oh, you offer some fruits to Krishna. To Krishna, say 1 kg of mango you offer to Krishna. So Krishna, is it that Krishna will give you 100 kgs of only mangoes to you? And you can say, Krishna, I'm not a fruit vendor, Krishna, you can say. Patra pushpam palam thoyam. Thoyam means water. You offer some water to Krishna. And even I am not a water distributor. Probably we can, if that is the case, probably if Krishna gives water, everyone will have started water business. We'll all become rich bottled water. It is not like that. No, you have to understand that Krishna does not reciprocate with the same type or a form of service given. Because Krishna next in 9.27, Yat karoshi yad ashnashi yad juhoshi dadashi yat tapat tat yat tapasyasi kaunteya mat kurushma madar tat kurushma madarpana. Krishna is saying Yat karoshi yad ashnashi. So whatever you do, finally he says after that sloka, Patram Pushpam, next sloka itself he says, whatever you give, but you give, and I will reciprocate according to your love. I will reciprocate according to your devotion. I will reciprocate according to your mood. I will reciprocate according to your attitude beyond that offering. That's what here also, yeah, that's verse. The verse is saying that ye yathama prapadyante prapatti. So you have to understand ye yathama prapadyante. Prapatti means surrenderance. So that sloka itself, it shows what Lord is looking for is not an external nature, external magnitude you offer. Lord is what is prapatti, your surrenderance, your love, your devotion, your mood, and your attitude is what Lord is looking. So if Krishna is you are accepting a leaf, a flower, or a fruit, or water, that means to say Krishna is saying patram pushpam palam thom yome bhakta prayachati. Bhaktya uparuta, the asnami prayatatmana. Asnami means accept, I will accept it. Asnami. Bhaktya uparuta. So even if you're offering water, fruits, whatever it is, Krishna is looking only for your devotion. Not that I can offer the 100 kgs of fruits and Krishna will also give me 100 kgs of gold or something like that, whatever you desire. No. So we have to offer with a devotion. You may offer one single fruit with great devotion. So he responds by giving mercy and blessings to that devotee. So it is, please understand, it is beyond any material value of the offering. It's beyond any material value of the offering. For example, we can see how Krishna himself in his own life, in his pastimes, that he showed there's a story of fruit seller or in Vrindavan. So as a child, when Krishna asked fruits from the fruit seller, so she wholeheartedly offered everything which she had to Krishna. And Krishna in return, so he has to pay back, right? He took some fruits, so he has to pay back. So Krishna is a small child, so he went inside, and in return he got some few grains and handful of grains in his hand. So while he was coming, so all the grains, most of the grains fell off from his hand. Little few handful, now we can count that many grains was there in his hand. But she, the fruit seller, she lovingly accepted that little morsel of grains from Krishna's tiny hands. And in return, what she got, and she in return, what happened was her whole basket was filled with the gold, diamonds, jewelries, and all those things. So this shows, Krishna's pastime shows that the sincere service multiply manifold uh, through Krishna's grace. A sincere service is what matters. And further, you can also see in the matter of Sudama Vipra, isn't it? That Vipra, Sudama Brahmana, who was a friend, Krishna's friend, was a poor Brahmana friend. And when he came to meet Krishna, and he offered a handful of chipped rice, and even the chipped rice was a little rotten and smelling. And Krishna, without any hesitation, grabbed the chipped rice and put in his mouth and ate it. And as a reciprocation, what Krishna gave, he blessed Sudama with immense wealth and opulence. So here, what is emphasized is the value of devotional loving mood above all material offering. So the mood is important. Tomorrow you are going to offer a wine to Krishna, but Krishna is not asking wine, but you have a wine shop. But so you don't do. So even then, Krishna, he will act. So according to Shastras, it is forbidden to offer a wine, meat, and all those things. But if you if you, if you feel yourself, if you feel yourself, if you feel yourself that, oh my Lord, I have only wine with me, what to do? My Lord, please help me come out of this business. Please take my love, please take my devotion. So Krishna will accept your devotion. So Krishna doesn't accept a wine. Krishna doesn't accept meat, but he accepts your devotion, your mood, that you have a heart, your heart to offer him something. That is more important. So, and even in the case of Arjuna, you can see that Krishna became a charioteer. The Krishna reciprocated with the Pandavas by guiding them, by protecting them, by serving them. And it was only because of Arjuna's love that Krishna became a chariot driver. Although Krishna also could have been a chariot driver to Duryodhana. But why? Krishna became chariot driver to Arjuna because of his love and devotion and his mood and his attitude. So please understand, when you are doing devotional service, that is the most important. Your attitude and mood, your devotion and love is more important. And you are in home, you're listening this session. So you're not able, sometimes you're not able to come to temple. It's very far. You're not able to do some devotional service. Very difficult. No time. But your mood, oh my God, Krishna, I want to do devotional service, or I want to offer all my senses in service of you, and I want to offer all my time, my intelligence, my everything in service of you. My Lord, please give me a chance, give me an opportunity. When a person always thinks like that, that itself, you're sitting in house and you're getting spiritual credits. You'll be favored by Krishna's love, and you'll be attracted by Krishna's love. Just imagine. So this is very much important, though, that he values our heartfelt attitude is more than what items or commodity that we'll be offering to him. Krishna is not looking for any commodity that that he wants some Apple iPhone, he wants some the Audi car or some Porsche car. No, Krishna is not looking for any commodities. Krishna is looking for that heartful, the mindful, heartful attitude from us. So Prabhupada very much he says that advancement in Krishna consciousness depends upon the attitude of the follower. So what is the attitude of the follower? Importantly, the attitude of the follower should be, his desire should be pure. There's a purity of his desires, and there should be selfless love for Krishna. This is very two important things, for to have a right attitude to serve Krishna. So, our sincerity, our humility, our grateful heart, or a service-oriented heart is what Lord is looking from us. So even a small and a simple act done with the devotion can attract Krishna's grace. So how to attract Krishna's grace? How to attract Krishna? How to attract Bhagavan? Is only by a simple and a small act of devotion. So Krishna is not attracted to any great offerings with pride, so, or any calculation. So we have to understand that we should when we get some opportunity, first of all we should hanker to get some service opportunity. So whenever we get some service opportunity, so we should accept it as a gift of Krishna. Oh, this is given by Krishna to me. And in this mode, if you do the service, not that, oh, I'm capable, I have a good ability, I have talent, I am getting this service, so I can offer my talent and also. No, it's not because of anything with us. It's only because as a gift, as a blessings, as a bhiksha. That law as a bhiksha, we have got Lord's service. So in this mode, when we do, what will happen to us? It can protect us from our envy nature. It can protect us from our pride. It can protect us from our dissatisfaction in our heart. And this way we can attract the Lord's mercy. And this way we can develop a loving relationship with the devotees. This is very much important in our life, that always, time and again, you should be thinking in your mind. You should be there completely. You should be complete understanding. You should have that it's only because of God's grace and gift that I'm able to breathe today. I'm able to digest the food today. I'm able to walk around today. I'm able to talk with someone today. I'm able to do some work today. And if it all, it's only because of him that I'm able to do some service for Krishna today. So Krishna's mercy is universal. It's very magnanimous. You have to understand. He allows every jiva to love him, and it's only dependent upon one's love and surrender. That's all. If someone wants to avoid him, he also reciprocates by staying away from him, because Krishna himself, he says in Bhagavad Gita, what is that? That shloka, Dadami buddhiyogam tam yenama upayanti te. So Krishna gives intelligence for the devotees who want to love him, so someone who approaches to him, and someone who doesn't want to, someone who avoids him, he gives forgetfulness. So very much important that devotional sentiments or the bhava is what Lord is looking from us. He wants to connect with us. He wants to relate with us, provided we also reciprocate in that way. See the mood of Lord. Just imagine. He is very hankering. He is very eager to get connected with us. Actually, we have to get connected to him. But Lord is more eager than us. So there's one verse in Srimad Bhagavatam where Lord Brahma is saying, Paribhavita Saroja Ashe Sutekshita Patonano Nata Pumsam. So it is saying that Tvam Bhakti Yoga Paribhavita Hrit Saroja. So Bhakti Yoga Paribhavita Hrit Saroja. So Paribhavita, very beautifully is saying, Paribhavita means bhava. So 100% Paribhavita, some Paripurna is, So 100% Lord, what is looking is bhava, Hrit Saroja. Hrit means heart. Saroja means the lotus of our heart. So, Ase Shuta Ikshita. Shuta Ikshita. Shuta means ears. Ikshita means seeing. So, devotees see through the ear. So, Brahma Deva, so Brahma is offering his prayers in Bhagavatam, that he is saying that your devotees see you through their ears. And thus they cleanse their heart so that you can come in and reside in their heart. And this is the way you so mercifully you respond to them. Yadyadhya tat urga vibhavayanti. Yadyad, what is that? Yadyadhya ta uragaya vibhavayanti taddad vapuhu pranayase tat anugrahaya. This is 3.9.11. So 3.9.11 is beautiful saying Yadyadhya. So it's saying Yadyadhya taddad vapuhu. Yadyadhya. Just like ye yatha mam pravadate tam tataiva bhajamyam. Ye yatha mam tam tataiva. So that, like, similarly, yadyadya taddat vapuhu pranayase tat anugrahaya. So you manifest yourself to that particular, in that particular form to that devotee, according to his bhava, according to his mood. Last week also we touched on this, isn't it? This is very important, the principle we have to understand. In bhakti, we have to understand that unless until we don't connect ourselves with the Lord through some relationship or devotional sentiments or through the bhavas, is all one and same. So then really that reciprocation doesn't establish. And any small defect or lacuna or sorry, any differences or problems or challenges comes in life, we doubt the Lord's presence. So we are struggling to believe God, but we are Prabhupada is saying is we belong to God. Prabhupada begins his all purpose with his lectures with that we belong to God. That is the conviction Prabhupada speaks out. So we all know that there are 5 primary rasas. Shanta, Dasya, Shakya, Madhurya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. We know 5 rasas, isn't it? It's just like Prabhupada gives example of, just like the same rainwater falling on amla tree, same water falling on a neem tree, same water falling on a pepper tree, same water falling on a elaichi tree, cardamom tree, same water, rainwater. But when it falls on amla tree, it tastes sour. The fruit tastes sour. But when it falls on the neem tree, the fruit of the neem tastes bitter. The same rainwater falls on the pepper tree, the fruit of the pepper is pungent. The same rainwater falls on the elaichi or cardamom tree, so the fruit is sweet. So please understand the same rainwater. So every devotee enjoys the type of rasa that characterizes his devotion. If I have a character, or if my character is my relationship, my association with the Krishna is with one particular kind of rasa, so Krishna will accordingly reciprocate with you. That's why Krishna is called as Rasika Shekara. He is supreme enjoyer of all rasas, and he can enjoy all the different rasas through him, through us. So please, so you have to understand that devotional attitude gives rise to different types of rasas. So how this attitude helps us to have different devotional emotions with Krishna, isn't it? See, devotional attitude is very much important, which give rise to different kinds of rasas. And there's no limit for this devotional attitude. You can have unlimited devotional attitude, unlimited devotional attitude, so that you can have unlimited kinds of rasas. So Krishna responds to each devotee according to his own attitude. So Krishna has many forms, as many forms as devotional attitudes of a devotee are. And in each and every form, God, each and every his avatara, or relationship with the devotee, his forms are different. His pastimes are different. His relationship is different. It is all corresponding to that relationship with that devotee. In other words, to make you more understand, last week also I stressed upon this point, but I could not elaborate much on that. So we have to understand here that, in other words, we have to understand that each devotee's Krishna is his own and no one else. So my Krishna as Radha Damodar, or your Krishna with Radha Raman, your Krishna with Radha Sham Sundar. So that's why Goswamis had different names and different rasas, different relationships. Just like gopis, where when I give example also, gopis when they're Rasa Leela, every gopi used to think that Krishna is with me alone. Or when Narada came to Dwarka, he went to each and every palace and inquired from the wives of Krishna, and every wife of Krishna said that Krishna is always with us only in our ಮನೆಯವ್ರು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So like that. So there is one verse in Gopala Tapani Puropanishad, Gopala Tapani Upanishad. So that it says, Ekopi san bahuda vibhati. Ekopi san bahuda vibhati. It says, though he appears as many, Eko san bahuda vibhati. Bahuda, even though is many, but he appears as one. So Akrura also in the Bhagavatam very beautifully explains that Bahumurtya Ekamurtikam 10.40.7 Bhagavatam 10.40.7 is saying Bahumurti Ekamurtikam, that the Supreme Lord manifests in his multifold or forms, multiple forms. So we have to understand that Krishna's response is not a mechanical one, like a tit for tat. So, but it is a very deep one. It is a loving relationship one. It's a loving reciprocation one that connects to devotees' inner sentiments. It's not like tit for tat. You gave me this, and Krishna will give you that. No. So we have to understand, if someone wants to offer his humble service, in turn Krishna will give him some knowledge or protection. If someone wants to give Krishna his intelligence, and someone so Krishna may respond him accordingly through some giving him opulence. So it all depends upon his loving relationship or friendship. So we have to understand the form of reciprocation adapts to the devotee's needs and devotee's satisfaction. So the very importantly, we have to understand, Prabhupada very much stresses on this, that the forms of reciprocations also are different, and it all adapts accordingly. According to what? According to devotee's desire, according to devotee's needs, not wants. So if devotees have a spiritual desire, devotees have any material needs also, the reciprocation will be accordingly. Not that, and you do devotional service, and Lord is giving you a lot of clothes. You're getting a lot of clothes, or you get a lot of appreciation. Not in that way. According to your needs and your desires, Lord will accordingly reciprocate. If you are getting puffed up, if someone is appreciating you, you get puffed up, Krishna will curtail his mercy upon you. So Krishna wants loving devotional service more than any material equivalence or any matching equivalent. So please understand. So reciprocation with the Krishna is a reciprocation definitely happens in each and every devotional effort. So please, we have to keep this in mind. It is not a material transaction that we have a loving relationship with Krishna, that Krishna will give you some material things. No, a devotee should always feel that, my Lord, I don't want anything from you. I just want to love you. I just want to offer my service to you. I just want to be with you, get connected to you, love your devotees. And this way, when he feels, Krishna knows what better he can give to you. He knows better than what I can ask, because he knows my past, present, and future. So Krishna is more attracted to our service attitude rather than what the magnitude of our service we offer. So please keep in mind that Krishna wants every devotee to render the best service to Krishna, best seva to Krishna. And this way, because it is a question of heart. So just imagine, in this way, there will be no insecurity, there will be no competition, there will be no envy, there will be no ego, because it's a question of heart. Because your love, devotion, mood, attitude is only you know. And that devotional mode, attitude is only Lord knows, only you and Lord knows. So when in external way, in a material sense, if you're trying to prove that, oh, that devotee is trying to do nice devotional service by doing a lot of book distribution, let me also compete. And I also do more book distribution, so that I can please I can get more name and fame. Or let me the prove to someone that I'm better, I can offer my service in better way. So so please understand, the devotional service is only the language of heart. Whose heart? Krishna's, and in your heart. So nothing external. So you may be doing little service, but you have intense love and devotion, affection and attitude and great loving mood with Krishna. That is what we have to culture it. That is what we have to nurture it, rather than what you can achieve materially. It is not like it is proportional to, you do some devotional service, and proportionately you will get some grace or mercy of Lord. You'll get some money, name, fame, power, prestige. No, it is irrespective of that. It is irrespective of that. We got to know the story of the fruit seller. Or we have heard the story of this Sudama Vipra. isn't it? Or what Arjuna had, what friendship he had, that Lord himself has to become his chariot driver. So there's a wonderful journey. I think so. I'm not able to cover all through this session, but I will take it forward for next section also. So there is a wonderful journey of how Akrura took Krishna, and after Krishna going to Dwarka, he went inside, he went into the city to see the city and what happens there. That how he responded to the different services offered by the residents of Dwarka Vasis. So there is a wonderful analysis. I just such beautiful. I went through the whole Bhagavatam. That part of Bhagavatam is such a wonderful that when Akrura brought Krishna and Balram to Mathura, so in Bhagavatam it is said that Mathura pravishad goper didikshu parivaritaha. Mathura pravishad goper didikshu parivaritaha. So he's saying that Krishna Mathura pravishad goper. So Krishna, along with Balrama and the cowherd boys, there were some cowherd boys also, Goper. So some cowherd boys, Didikshu, they wanted to see Parivaritaha. So they wanted to see the city. So Krishna, along with Balrama and cowherd boys, they wanted to see the Mathura. Please understand. But does Krishna really wanted to see the city? Just like we would like to see the city when you go to some state or when you go to some country. We want to see the city because city is a essence of whole state or a country. You'll get to know all the developments there, all the wonderful buildings or things. They can take some photos, things like that. You can enjoy the comforts there and all those things, isn't it? So is it like the same thing that Krishna, because he was a village boy, that he was always thinking how the city would look, how a city would be, how the roads would be, how the metro would be, how the cars would go, how the buildings are? Not because of that. You have to understand. Krishna didn't want to see in this way. Krishna was not wanting to see the city, but he went to city in order to satisfy the Mathura Vasis, the residents of Mathura, who had an intense desire to see Krishna, who had intense desire to see the beautiful form of Krishna and get his merciful glance over them. That is the reason Krishna went to satisfy them. So because this all the Mathura Vasis, they have been sufficiently heard about Krishna's sweet pastimes, his brave acts of killing all the demons. They have been constantly hearing from Vrindavan because it's very near. So the Mathuravasis always been hearing, and they had developed an intense attraction, intense desire to see Krishna, to get his grace, his mercy. So in order to fulfill their eagerness, that Krishna went to see the Mathura city. So we will see that what they had offered served him before. So in the process of Krishna going to see the Mathura city, and many of them so eagerly wanted to see Krishna, many of them wanted to offer many things to Krishna and wanted to draw Krishna's attention towards them. What did they do? That is a wonderful the way it goes on. I guess tam sampravishto Vasudeva Nandano Purastriyo Haryani Chaiva Aruruhu Harmyami Harmyani. So Haramyani means houses. Aruroho means Aruruho. Aruruksha. Aruru means climb the ladders. So the women of Mathura Vasis, what they did, the women of Mathura Vasis, the residents of the Mathura, that those women, they climbed on the top of their houses. So they climbed on the top of their houses, and they were hurriedly they were climbing the top of houses. They wanted to see the two sons of Vasudeva. Samparvishto Vasudeva Nandano. So beautifully Bhagavatam is saying, next verse it's saying, Kachit Viparyak Drishtavastra Bhushana. So Kashtit Viparyak. So some of the women who are putting on their clothes they had put ulta. The clothes they had put ulta. Drashta kaschid viparya drashta vastra bhushanam. So abhushana also. So what is it further? It says vismritya chaikam yugaleshu ataparaha kritaika patra shavanaika nupura. So it is saying that the women were dressing when they heard that Krishna is coming. Because whenever the Krishna, whenever the great personality comes, the city people start making announcements. So and so person has come, like that. It is a protocol. So when they got to know that Krishna and Balram have come there, they immediately all the women's of the Mathura Vasis, they forgot to put on their clothes properly. So some of the clothes they put ulta, they have ulta clothes, and some of the earrings, vismritya means they forgotten what to put where because they were so hurry. They had put Shavanaika Nupura, that this earrings, they had put some other earrings, or this Nupura, or the ankle bell, some other Nupura, Aparasta Lochanam. Some of them had applied that mascara on one eyes and others they left it. So like that, the Ashnantya ekastad apasya. So Ashnantya ekas. So those who are taking their meals, they are those who are eating ekas apasya, Ashnantya. So they left their meals. They stop eating their meals and they wanted to see Krishna. They all came out of the house. Then Abhyanjama krita upamajjanaha upamajjanaha abhyanjamana, and those women were taking their bath. Immediately they don't know what to do. They had not finished their bath, but simply they poured some water on their body, and immediately they closed their body with some cloths, and immediately they ran out. Wanted to see Krishna. They're so much eager they had to see Krishna. Some of them Swapantya Uttaya Nishamya Nishwasanam. So some of them Uttaya. So some of people who are sleeping, and they immediately woke up after hearing that the voice that Krishna is coming. They wanted to see Krishna. They simply woke up and ran outside without washing their mouth, face, and things like that. Prapyayantaha abram apokya mataraha apyayantaha. Apyaya means apyaya so sametute. So apya means milk. So abram apokya mataraha. So the mothers who are feeding their infants, so they simply put aside their children and they ran outside. The children's crying. Oh, their child crying because it was half fed. So they all came outside, want to see Krishna. So some women who are gone, stood on the terrace on the house of their house, the terrace of their houses, and some men came outside, forgot their sleep. Some they came outside half eaten. They left their food. Some they're not finished their dressing improperly. They came out. Some who are taking bath. They immediately came out. So all this, what happened? You can see the eagerness to see Krishna. How much they were eager to see Krishna. They had not seen Krishna anywhere in before. They had not offered any service to Krishna before, but that eagerness to laulyam, they had so much the eagerness to see Krishna. They were so much hankering to see Krishna. They were so lusty to see Krishna, that Krishna is such a supreme personality of Godhead that I should fill my eyes, my heart with this beautiful form. So this all the women went on that terrace and they started showering flowers on Krishna. And some people who are there on the road, all the men and women like that, so they offered ganda, they offered akshata, they offered madhuparka, they offered garlands. So practically all the residents, some of the residents, they wash the road. Some of the residents, they sprinkle the roads with the rose water, put rangoli, and some of the people start fanning the Lord. So all the women, so they start appreciating that such a personality, supreme personality of Krishna, that what great fortune that residents of Vrindavan maybe, that the daily they were able to see Krishna to their heart content. And but we are so fortunate that only we have glance for some time. So all the residents of Dwarka, Mathura Vasis, with all the love and devotion to Krishna, they reciprocated their love and devotion to Krishna. And as a result, what happened? Krishna also reciprocated to them by his nectarian glances, by his broad smiles. It is in Bhagavatam. So he saw everyone with a broad smile and his nectarian glances. He saw everyone, blessing them. So as Krishna was proceeding towards, as Krishna and Balrama, they were proceeding and towards the Mathura inside the city. So the Krishna and Balram first met this washerman. So washerman, he was a Kamsa's washerman. He's a personal assistant who would wash the personal clothes of King Kamsa. And the King Samsa's clothes was all made of gold, ivory, the gold and the laces, gold laces and silver laces, and with diamond studded the clothes. And that clothes, so this Krishna Balram approached that washerman. So on the way, he met them, and he's saying, Sayachito Bhagavata Paripurnena Sarvataha. So Lord who is complete in himself, Bhagavataha Sarvataha, Paripurna Sarvataha, Bhagavataha Sayachito. So he's saying that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was complete in all respects, but he asked, Sayachito, Sa is being, Sa means politely, Yachito. Politely, Krishna asked from the washerman for some garments. Please give us some garments. We have come from village. Our clothes are not that good. We have come to the city, so we are just children. We don't have any money. Please, tomorrow we have that we have to go and present ourselves in front of Kamsa. Please give us some clothes, the good clothes, so that we can present ourselves very nicely. Politely, Krishna asked. For that, what happened? Bhavishyanti parasreyoho param. So Krishna further is saying, Bhavishyanti in future, and when if you give the clothes to us, will definitely it will be ultimate good for you. Shreyaha, ultimate good for you, and will bless you unlimitedly. You give. See, Lord Himself is asking. First and foremost is the Mathuravasis. They wanted to see Krishna. That mood is totally different. Yet Krishna himself is coming and asking this washerman and telling that if you do this service, you will be blessed. What a fortune! Just imagine. When millions of devotees are eagerly waiting for opportunity to render service to Krishna is one side. And other side, Krishna himself voluntarily he is coming and asking from this washerman to give some clothes to him. So, but what happened? Instead of recognizing that the great fortune that the washerman has received, but what he did, the wicked washerman was so arrogant. The arrogant washerman, Sudurmadaha, it says in Bhagavatam, Sudurmada, because of his arrogance, because he was a king's washerman, so he had arrogance. So he rejected Krishna's request, and publicly he started criticizing, ridiculing Krishna and Balaram, and he started loudly and angrily shouting at Krishna, insulting with the insulting words, and that's how he was so arrogant. It is saying that Nityam Girivane Charaha. Is saying that you forest dwellers, you are forest dwellers and uncivilized cowherd men, and how dare you ask such things? Do you deserve this fine garments? You don't deserve this. It is saying thus, Yatasu Balisha. Oh, Yatasu Balisha. Balisha means fools. You fools. Get out of here quickly. Else, what will happen to you? There are kings, Rajabhatas. I will call Rajabhatas, the soldiers, king soldiers. What they will do? Bandhanti, Grinhanti, Lupanti, Rajakulani Vai. So they will tie you up, they will beat you, and further they will kill you because of your this nature, because of your this this endeavor. If you want to stay alive, run away from here. Just imagine there's how much arrogance there's just a washerman has. A washerman. He's not a king. He's not some asura. He's not some doesn't has any material powers. In nearly every other asura Krishna killed, they were had a lot of powers. But here, simple washerman, because of arrogance, so how is he speaking? Actually, they say in Garga Samhita it comes. This was the same washerman in the Ayodhya, in the pastime of in Ramayana in the Ayodhya. That this was the same person in this previous life. Also was the same person in Ayodhya when Lord Ramachandra used to go in disguise every evening outside to see how his Ayodhya Vasis, the residents of Ayodhya are satisfied, are peaceful, happily living. So he used to go and test. So once he heard that this was after Mother Sita Devi, after she is returning from Lanka. So one washerman, he was criticizing Lord Rama, and that washerman, he is scolding or chastising his wife. He's saying that and that I am not like I am not like Rama to accept Sita Devi. I don't want to accept you. Sita Devi was kidnapped by Ravana, and I'm not like a Lord Rama to accept you like him. So when Lord Rama heard this, we all know this the whole story. When Lord Rama heard this, so in order to avoid this misunderstanding, Rama had to send Mother Sita to ashrama, Vasishta's ashrama actually. So he know that even though Rama knows the chastity of Mother Sita, purity of Mother Sita, still as a Raja Dharma, how he has to behave despite all of his pains and sufferings that he has to part away his own wife to away after so many years, so much struggles he got her, and now he wants to give away and he want to leave all life alone. And but still, Ramachandra, so he's saying that this is the same washerman, so the same washerman in Krishna's pastime is arrogantly speaking. There, arrogantly he was chastising Lord Rama. Here, arrogantly he is speaking with Krishna. So Krishna immediately, without any effort, he just passed through his the fingernails over his neck like that. It is saying that the Rajakasya Karagrena Shiraha. Karagrena, Kara means high, Agrena means the tip of his fingers. So with the tip of his fingers, Krishna cut his head immediately. And seeing this, the whole scene, all the washermen and assistants of this washerman, all the other washermen immediately drop off what all they had, all the belongings on the way, and ran away to save themselves. In different directions, they ran away. And finally, Krishna and Balram, they started distributing all the clothes to the cowherd boys. And this is very much important in our life to understand. Even in Krishna's life, no one could stop Lord if he desired something. Just imagine if Lord Ramachandra wanted to take over Lanka and give it to Vibhishana, he did it. Or if Lord wanted to give the Amrita to Devatas only, he took the form of Mohini Murti and he did it. Or if Lord wanted to give the Hiranyakashipu's palace to the Prahlad, he did it. Or Lord wanted to take away Duryodhana and establish Yudhishthira there, he did it. If Lord wanted to kill Kansa or put Ugrasena, he did it. So every act you can just see that Krishna, no one could stop Krishna. That is a great personality of Krishna. So then what happened next? Then there is a beautiful pastime. So we will hear from the next session how Krishna further so this washerman, he responded accordingly. Krishna also gave him back. And further, Krishna meets the weaver, a cloth weaver, how he responds to him. Further, Krishna meets the flowerman. His name is Sudama, the flowerman Sudama in Mathura. So how he responds to him. And further, Krishna, how he meets this Kubja or this Ashtavak, this Kubja, who had hunchbacked young woman, how he responded to her. So that and all in the next session we'll understand. So we very much importantly, we have to understand Krishna sees the intent of our service, our attitude of our service, our bhava or devotional sentiments in our service, not the quantity of the service we offer. So, having said this, thank you so much for your patientful hearing. And if anyone has any questions, I would like to take one, else I will end this session. Initially, we had some 45, then 35,
Hare Krishna,
then
Prabhu.
25, like that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
25. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, how to overcome depression is first one. How to face or ignore agitated situations.
How to face depression. How to overcome agitated situation. Again, it will take half an hour more for me to explain this. But nevertheless, you don't have to think about overcoming the depression. So please understand, you really have to concentrate more on positive side of your life rather than giving any chance for the negative side of your life. So always be good to everyone, keep talking to everyone, so all the depression can go out. It's the best way. See, in outside world, people say lock the door and they start speaking to the walls. All your depression will come down like that. You also say you go to the Lord and tell your problems to the Lord. Open up and tell all the depression, half of the depression will come out. So all these material things are there. But the best way is this is never stoppable. The best way is if you increase your positive activities. So depression is in everyone. That doesn't mean depression is only to you. Depression is for our sadhus also. When Prabhupada also was there, a lot of events, a lot of depression. Prabhupada went, there's a lot of depression. Just imagine then when Prabhupada, externally, if you see, Prabhupada went into a lot of depression. When he went to the Western country, it was so cold and the food was different, people were different. How you would approach them, how they will convince them. And at the same time, his typewriter was stolen away. And the place where he was staying, the person was taking LSD and started acting weirdly, and none of his godbrothers in from the Gaudiya Math from India helped him, or someone who had agreed that they would help him when he goes to the Western countries. That man said that no, I can't transfer the money from India to the America because lot of some foreign policy issues. So many things, hundreds of things Prabhupada underwent, but still Prabhupada, you could never find Prabhupada complaining his struggles. Can you see anywhere in Prabhupada that Prabhupada is complaining his struggles? Never, ever. Prabhupada, rather than always, he said, thank you, you're all young men and women, you're coming and helping me. It is only because of my Guru's grace I was able to achieve this. It's Krishna's grace I was able to achieve this. So please understand that we should always look upon the positive side of our life by having good association, good thoughts, good the food, good activities. And this way we can keep away all those things. Otherwise, how to overcome? Thinking to overcome the depression is 100 times depression. Thinking about depression only, you will become depressed. So, so, so this is a part of life. It will be there till our death. The so-called depression will be there, but never you should give life to that demon, that Rakshasa. When you give, how do you give life to the demon Rakshasa? By thinking about it. So
Okay.
best is read Srimad Bhagavatam. Something, if you feel something you are not keeping well in my mentally, open Bhagavatam and start reading. Something, if you feel I'm not peaceful, then open, take Bhagavad chanting and go to your terrace and do chanting, or listen some class, or come to temple, or do some devotional service. So in positive way, we have to just keep ourselves engaged and pass on our life, so that at the end of our life, the positive will be more than our negative thoughts. That is a thing. And yeah, one more question. What you said? Depression.
How to come overcome agitated situation.
See, to get how to come agitation is why you create the situation first and foremost. So when such situations come, That's what I'm saying. The situation is all depend upon your culture, how you culture your mind, how you culture your thoughts. The Krishna consciousness is a process of culturing or nurturing a proper way of devotional life. Not simply you got chanting, not simply you got Prabhupada books, not simply. Also, you should work upon yourself to apply those things in my life. Okay, Prabhupada, Krishna, this is also very important. Kulashekar was told reading, or let me read, take book and simply read. What is the use of reading simply you don't understand? Just like they say, what is the use of sleeping on the bed if you don't get sleep? What is the use of eating if you can't able to digest? So please understand. So first and foremost, that culture has to happen right from today. So that whenever such agitated situations come, you're able to tackle it. You'll get the sense, the power of tolerance. Krishna says, Tam titikshasva bharata. What he says in the sloka, that shitosha sukha dukkeshu. Krishna is speaking about the bodily agitations. Forget about mental agitations. Forget about intelligent agitations. Forget about ego agitations. Krishna is speaking about the bodily agitations. First, try to tolerate your bodily agitations. It's not be disturbed by that. Further is mind agitations and ego agitations and all those things. To think about that itself, to win our bodily agitations is such a big thing. So the best is, as I said, so meaningfully you have to read. Soulfully you have to do chanting. Heartfully you have to do service. By this, you will culture, you will, just like I was telling in ashram last time also, I've never seen this 25 years, people are punching each other, fighting each other, or shouting at each other. I've not seen. Why? Because it's cultured, because system are in place. The principles, everyone follows some principles. So similarly, you also, over a period of time, when you go through this way and learn, have more association of positive people, positive situations, automatically that will overpower you. The positive things will overpower the negative things. So thank you all so much.
Thank you,
We'll
Prabhu.
meet again next Monday.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Yay.
jai.
Hare Krishna.
I'm not using any jai from anyone else or
Hare
anyone
Krishna, Prabhu.
online. I
Jai
got
Prabhu.
you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Unmuted.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
Hare
Hare
one
Krishna,
small
Krishna.
thing.
Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Ah,
Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
maybe the same principle can also be like just now we explained, no, for agitation and all the other things. The same principle we can use it for to forget our past sins, no. That is when we come to before coming to Krishna consciousness.
hmm.
Those things also we can use the same principle, I suppose.
See, past sinful activities, you should not, yeah, same thing you can apply, but I would feel, don't see, there's a Kuta, Bija, Palonmaka. There are four kinds of sinful things we discussed once long back. How the bhakti
Mm.
can burn kleshada, lagukrita. Kleshada, lagukrita means all the kleshas, it can immediately, lagukrita means fast. Very quickly, it can burn all of our sins. So you should have faith on it. Unless you don't have faith on it, you're not able to really take the benefit out of it. So you have faith that your body gives you enjoyment. You have faith that your money can give you enjoyment. You have faith that the gold which you have can help you during your difficult times. You have faith that the land I'm going to purchase now, tomorrow it will be very much helpful. So much faith you're keeping in all those things. Why we don't have faith on Krishna? That Krishna, you should trust on Krishna. Like when you do bhakti, and that itself, it can burn all of our sins. We don't have to worry about it. And that can really actually burn one sense, all of our previous sins, millions of lifetimes. So that faith, that conviction, that is what you have to sharpen it. You have to strengthen it. Let what may come. I'll never give Krishna conscious. Let what may come. I'll never give up chanting. Let what may come. So that should be constant mantra for you. That should be a constant mantra for you. because struggles and difficulties are not ended by you taking Japamala. It has started. Uh, your chanting Japamala is reading Prabhupada books. Your problems have started now because Maya is testing you. She'll not leave you so easily to fly away. She'll catch your neck, beat black and blue. Be ready. Uh, so, so please understand. But if we don't sharpen, if we don't strengthen our faith and trust and conviction in Krishna's words, Guru's words, we'll be doomed. We'll give up this very soon. So we should be very careful. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.